Hey guys, Salvi here, just reminding you to, of course, like, subscribe, and follow, and all that kind of good stuff that YouTube asks if you enjoy what video I'm going to put out for you today. Thank you. It is time once again to come into Nijisanji EN Superchat earnings and live memberships for July 2025. Now, let me first start out with saying this is in no way meant to harass any of the talents. This is in no way meant to harass anyone currently there. It's just having my observations on what is going on. Yes, I'm going to do my personal observations as I always do. That's what you guys look for, so that's what I gave you. We have, once again, By the Beat doing a very good job. They are basically, like I said before, the second coming of Luxium when it comes to super chats and popularity and that type of stuff. Still, as you're seeing, one of the Luxium boys, Vox, is still doing really, really well out there, and it is still, really near the top. We have also Scarla, who always is doing very well. She goes her own way. She is in Niji officially, but she does her own stuff. She is her own person and doesn't really involve herself too much with, Niji happenings or what have you. That's why I have a lot of respect for her. I have a lot of respect for a lot of these people. Like, for example, By the Beat, I have nothing against them. They have done nothing wrong. They are just a part of an agency that their structure I don't like. Their upper C-level execs I don't like. The talents and talent managers, usually, unless they've done something really wrong, I don't have an issue with them. Vox has had a lot of foot and mouth moments, especially during this Len thing. So I have a little bit of a gripe with him, of course. But as long as, right now, he's actively not hurting somebody, so I won't say anything about him. But he's had a past. So you have Zeal with 24k, Scarlet with 20k, 32 lives, 40 lives, etc. Memberships are really high for Zeal, specifically. Luxium, Vox is doing still pretty well for, being gone for a bit and then coming back. XLA, Pio is doing actually extremely well. I think it's the first time I've seen Pio that high. So I don't know what happened this month. Maybe it was a birthday or something. But they're extremely high. I don't think I've seen Pio that high up in the rankings ever. Aya is still doing well, 14k. Noctix Albin is doing 10k, and that is the people who are above 10k. Below that, you have, of course, Crisis, Zali, more By the Beat. By the Beat are more on the left side versus the right side. Left side is above 3,000. Right side is below 3,000. So, you have Zali, Sable, Uki. Uki Violetta, even though he's had his moments, is still doing, I would not scoff at any of the amounts that these people make. They make tons more than I do. A lot of people say deservedly so. But, I'm glad that their communities enjoy them. I'm glad that their communities are supporting them. And remember, these are the gross numbers, as in this is before the YouTube Super Chat cut. This is before the YouTube membership cut, the cut that YouTube takes, and the cut that Nijisanji takes. So by the end of this, By the Beat, Zeal is probably closer to around 10 to 12k, which is still amazing. Cut everything by at least half, or maybe 60%, and then you get the full numbers that people have here. From what I know, these are the just raw numbers before any cuts happen there. And of course, before taxes and all that kind of stuff that happen later in the year, usually. You have, of course, Ren, Calyx, again, Calyx and Friador, still doing above 3k, which is amazing. You have Luca, who's doing okay. Ver from XLA, who, again, nothing to complain about, doing very well. Claude from TTT, he's the last remaining member of TTT, who didn't even get a name themselves, but they created one for themselves, which is just Troublesome Trio, or TTT. If I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong on that one. You have Etheria, Raymu, and Anna as well, doing pretty darn well. Most Etheria stays on the right side. Millie is there too. And you have, of course, at the bottom, you have Denoth Ryoma, and you have Clara a bit above there in 1700. Ryoma's about 536. I really, I will say this. I hate how bad it has been going for Denoth. I'll be perfectly honest with you. They didn't get any support from Nijisanji. They didn't get any support from the agency itself. At least not as much support as By the Beat has been getting. And they work just as hard. Everyone here works hard for what they do, whether you like them or not. They are a VTuber just like myself. They're working hard every day to try to entertain. Yes, they've made mistakes, just like I've made mistakes. So I'm only hard on people who have not apologized for what they've done. That's the people that I'm hard on, people who apologize and try to get better and try to better themselves. Those are people that, you know, I will give another chance to. But those who have not apologized for the bad things that they've done, that's where you get the criticism, of course. Just explaining myself a little bit. But still, By the Beat is the only one that's really keeping them up. The main gist you have here is that the numbers for EN are lower than they were in 2024. 2024, you would see numbers twice as much or even 3 times as much as this in a month. And now you don't see that because after the Selen debacle, things went down. It does suck because a lot of these people have been forgotten by their agency when it comes to, you know, announcements and advertising and stuff like that, promotion, but they're still working their ass off to entertain their people. And for that, I do give them the respect. There seems to be something going on between Zentreya and Ariellle. Ariellle is this one here. She is, of course, a VTuber who has been very close to Zentreya for a very long time. And there seems to be a potential falling out. Something's going on. They are no longer doing their a podcast that they were doing together. They're also no longer following each other on Twitter. And this is still a rat, of course, some unverified stuff, but also I'm going to show you some stuff that's going on that they have mentioned. Ari's been closer to Ironmouse, seemingly out of the blue. She was always friendly with Mouse, but never close as they were seeming now. Obviously, there was some whole thing with Mouse and Zen unfollowing each other before. They refollowed recently, but that's another issue. Used to talk to Zen a lot. She'd say how much she loved her, how that was a friendship that she felt beyond streaming, and that they'd be friends forever. A lot of that talk has shifted to Mouse, and she hasn't mentioned Zentreya in a while. So something weird has been going on. She recently always missed TTS chat messages mentioning Zen, just conveniently spoken through them or seemingly ignore them to move on to different topic. The thing that made me check was a collab today where Ray Navarez mentioned Zen and Ari ignored it and moved on to something different. I'm not sure what Ironmouse's stuff has anything to do with it. Probably not. Probably there was some falling out between Zen and her, and then, you know, she started moving on to Mouse because that's another friend that she could have. Observations are limited to changes. I've seen Ari Zen because I don't keep up to date with Zen or Mouse. I was wondering if anyone has any ideas, blah, blah, blah. So these are the parts that kind of seem interesting. First, we go on to here. We say, everyone, this will be a rough read. This was on Discord. Due to personal differences and discussion, me and Ariellle will be going our separate pathways. I wish her the best, and if you would like to continue to support her, please do so. Please be respectful. In the world of content creation, this is normal. People go different ways, and I trust you all to not go into others' businesses as well. I am sorry if this is not what you want to hear, but this is sadly how life goes. I've never had to make an announcement like this before, but I would also don't want to make any more weirder for anybody. And a bit of an update. I've been told by a mutual friend to take it slow and reel it back in. I take fault as I jump the gun with my emotions. I'm a very emotional person who tends to just jump at times. So apologies, please don't worry about this anymore. In the meantime, please be respectful, though, of all parties. I'm sorry about that. Apparently, they're going through some trouble. Friends do this all the time. I personally have been betrayed by a strong friend before, by a friend of 4 years. I've been betrayed by them, and that is never going to be recovered. But in cases of this, it was a VTuber friend who ended up trying to destroy me fully, destroy my career. She did try to do that, but this one I think is a bit different. This just seems to be a small falling out, some differences of opinion, what have you, that they're going through there. I'm surprised this thread is up, but doesn't mention that Zentreya announced her Discord last night that she and Ari will no longer be associating with each other at all, and they added that there. And of course, also she walked it back a bit, saying she was getting emotional because there was probably a big fight. And yes, they're taking some time away from each other. They're taking some time to relax, to chill, and emotions are probably heated. So it's probably a good idea to just let them be for a little bit. But I did want to mention this to you guys. Stream right now and Mad seems depressing, like worryingly so. Chat made a TTS trying to cheer her up by talking about the fun horror content coming out soon. Her only response was, "Hope I'm still there for that." It feels concerning to me. There's a few hints of something must have happened behind the scenes. A couple of people unfollowed each other. People clocked Zen and Mouse before Vishojo imploded. We may never know for sure what's going to be happening, of course, because there's things behind the scenes that we may never really find out. Definitely seems to have been a few fractures going on with the background of Zentreya in this thread, where the speculations that Henya and Zen also had some kind of falling out. Recently noticed that Melody hasn't, to my knowledge, done any sort of collab with the ex-Vishojo girls in a while. Things are, I think, very high. Emotions are very high with the current stuff that's been happening in Vishojo. Of course, she's been acting a little bit distant. Zen, she's been acting a little bit sad. So just give her time. Give everyone some time. Support both parties. Whoever is your Oshi, whichever one of them you know of, support them both because they both need it right now. Ironmouse, the Demon Queen Satan, Sayton, has had her 8-year anniversary of being in VTubing overall, and she has something special for everybody, which is this right here.
I don't like a thing that I do.
So it's little things here for the 8 years.
Oh, emote? That can't be an emote. When you show us balls.
Oh God.
Oh, it's so shiny.
Very shiny. So there she goes with the thighs, with the thighs,
I'm
of course.
holding on to my vagina.
What?
Hold on to your vaginas. I'm holding on to my vagina.
Of course, I didn't hear wrong. Okay, I didn't hear wrong.
Before we get into that, look how cute this boat is. It's so cute.
And it's very flowy. Holy crap!
It's so cute. Oh, look! Also, look at this. The shiny part. It shines.
It does. It actually moves. Like the shininess actually moves. That is a lot of actual effort put into this.
God damn!
Wait.
She ended up focusing on the thighs too much.
He was kind of mean.
Chat is going insane. Her chat is going insane for the thighs. They are going insane for it. But let's continue. It is a lot of effort put into the actual everything.
Wait, I never realized this. Hold on. Also, look, I turned him into a purse. He has a zipper on his back.
And there is the cute face and everything. Oh, wow.
I love double thumbs up. Thank you.
I love everything about it. It is very well done.
God damn!
Well done. Well made. Everything like that.
And it's shiny.
Let's go to the other parts that she focused on. Of course. For the 8 years. This one specifically, I guess she's not going to be able to use, well, maybe she still might be able to use that in the future, but we will have to see about that. But a lot of wonderful,
hidden
Jesus, holy moly, there's a lot of different aspects to it. There's the hearts, there's the crown, the whole surround of her looks like a crown, the tassels.
You like the crown motif? Thank you.
The very gold bronze, would it be?
Oh yeah, my tail's a puff. My tail's a puff ball.
Yeah, tail is a puff ball. It's kind of like a chain link as well. A lot of effort was put into this. And of course, expense. A lot of expense. But let's look at her full one that she has there.
Thank you, Apari.
And there's all of the different ones, all the different model bombs and all that kind of stuff that we're going to be done there. Now, let's take a look. Sorry for the whole talking at the same time that she was. Apologize for that. But let's take a look at what she says here. Thanks so much for all the incredible support and love you have given me over the years. It was scary at first and I'm still healing, but it feels good to be indie. Let's keep on moving forward and make more memories. Love you guys. And then continuing on here, happy 8th anniversary. Everyone's wishing her a happy 8th anniversary. And the person who ended up doing some of their stuff here, Twin Tails, worked on Ironmouse's 8th anniversary model. Huge congratulations and love to Mousy. So here's everything. She even has a little chibi, as you can see there. I didn't show the chibi thing. I kind of wanted to go through everything a little bit quicker. She actually has a crown over herself here that she can do, other than the her actual jacket being like a crown as well. And she has, of course, glasses and different looks to her. It's absolutely amazing to see. And as well, the EPEBE, the Ironmouse design for her 8th anniversary, is right here, giving credit to who they deserve credit for. And of course, congratulations, Mouse, on your 8 years. It's 8 wonderful years and 8 more to go, I think. Dionysus, the Greek god of wine and madness, turned into a VTuber, is having an announcement. Today, their announcement is they're going on a hiatus. I'm happy to announce that I received an opportunity to study abroad in Europe for my next semester of college. Ooh. Oh, abroad study is always great. Well, I'll definitely be doing a lot of studying and definitely not a lot of wine tasting. Unfortunately, because I am unable to fit my PC in my suitcase, the wine grapes take up a lot of space. I must go on hiatus from streaming activities. I'm unsure about my exact date of return, but I plan to be back in mid-January 2026. There will be an announcement of return closer to that date. Although I may not be able to live stream, I plan to take the extra time to focus on music and voice acting activities. In my absence, I have many exciting projects set to release for everyone to enjoy. On August 10th, 3 p.m. EST, I will be doing one last stream, and I hope to see you there. Let's have fun with one last party before I depart. As always, thank you for the Revaholics for supporting me and my dreams. Please take care and know that I will miss you dearly. Your grape, Dionysus. And says, wow, you're making a great decision. I super regret not doing the same during university. You're gonna love it. Have safe travels and an amazing time. I'll be waiting for you when you get back. I'm so excited for new adventures, but I will miss everyone on this side of my life. So yeah, it is an amazing opportunity. I'm glad that she is deciding to do that instead of, being like, but I'm gonna miss my VTubing stuff, etc. Life, there's certain things that take priority over it. Your education is one of those things that should always take priority over, VTubing, etc. It is a improvement for her quality of life in the future, and she should always go for it. So I'm very glad that she's doing this. And of course, no matter what I think, she would have been doing it anyways. Summer vacation has finally arrived for Holostars. They say Holostars summer has arrived, our summer vacation. With the theme of summer vacation, we bring you the projects to fully enjoy the summer. There are going to be songs, there's going to be streams, there's going to be a bunch of things here. So of course, that's their full, that's their main art there. That's their main art. Now, of course, they have the days that's going to be in August and September. And of course, remember in September, I believe, is where they have their big concert. So it's going to be a 3D concert, if I'm not mistaken. So this is all the members that are going to be a part of the whole thing. And of course, list of schedules, members in the summer homework are here. Here is the actual news for summer vacation. The actual one. Sorry for the flashbang here, but it has here everything. Sale period August 15th for sale stuff of here. Individual bromides, 24 types for all these people here. The set bromides, all the other situations that are going on here. Collaboration distribution. Red group collaborations are here. Shiragumi collaboration delivery is going to be on that date. And of course, the people participating in each and every one of them is mentioned here. Large athletic meet outpost collaboration is going to be on Friday, September 19th. And of course, these are the members for the summer homework. Their delivery time for the off collaboration delivery is going to be here. Participating members for all these days here, August 13th and 14th. Member of Uproar also here are going to be on these days as well. These are all the days that are fully there, as mentioned before. And someone has popped up, like OMG. They're actually starting to announce everything. This is at a mall from what it looks like. They're starting to announce these things with, of course, the permission of the mall. Put it in there. So if I didn't check my phone before coming off the train, I would have been jump scared on the spot. Either a mall or a train station. One of those things. But it's still a nice bit of advertising that they're doing for the boys, which is very good. It shows that Hololive and Cover do care about the boys as well. Hololive is doing the Mythmash, as it's called, and this the last one of the surviving members. And Ina is going through and doing it with Okayu. Of course, Okayu being from Hololive Gamers, with that generation with Korone and Mio, and of course Fubuki. So let's take a look at what they have here. And that's about as far as I can go when it comes to the actual sound of it. It is amazing, of course. I can't go too much further because even then, the blah that I usually do about next tone and all that kind of stuff. I just need to be careful for copyright notices. So let's take a look at everything that they have here. All the visuals here and there. Very well done. And like I said, because of, I think, the shorter timeline, they weren't able to do a fully animated thing, but they were able to get a lot of key visuals, animate them a little bit, at least give them motion, and were able to, put the, they were able to fully closed caption everything with official closed captions. As you can see on top, kind of karaoke style closed captions. Very good to see. The subtitles, I mean. Of course, Japanese and English in there. Both of them looking extremely cute, looking extremely great, and of course, doing very well so far. And this is the final Mythmash, of course. First you had Callie, then you had Kiara, and now you have Ina, and each of them with their respective people. It's all amazing to see. I'm very glad that they were able to do this with the Japanese side of Hololive. It's always good to have cross-pollination, if you will, or cross-communication, cross-collabs, that type of stuff. It's always great to see. Welcome back, everybody, to the VTuber Showcase, the place where I like to showcase up-and-coming VTubers of various sizes, shapes, types, everything in between. I do it because it is a good thing to do. It is honestly something that I want to do for the VTubing community, something that I want to have, push forward here. Today, we're going to be talking about Kororo, who is Big Bang VTuber. I exploded, and there was the universe. So let's take a look here. This is their content that we're going to be taking a look at in a little bit. But first, let us catch them on their About section. VTuber/V artist. And they, of course, said something exploded and there was the universe. Let's take a look at
exactly. I was joking about that so much. If I could, I would fucking snort that shit.
Oh, God. You what? Apparently they really like whatever they were talking about here. What exactly were they talking about? Oh, this stuff. It looks like some powdered stuff. So that is the chaos that is a VTuber. VTubers like can be very out of pocket. They're very fun when that happens. And here is Hyperkoro here on their YouTube side. They have just some regular things here, some smaller, shorter videos, some shorts here as well. And of course, I appreciate Hyperkoro for allowing me to showcase you on my channel. I do hope this helps you in some way. Thank you guys for watching as always, and of course take a look, and if you enjoy everything, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon, all those things that YouTube asks of you. Really do appreciate you. Have a wonderful day.